When puppies are thrown out or abandoned, something in their spirit breaks. It's a trauma that's very difficult to overcome, but today's story is a heartwarming reminder of the power of finding a forever home for dogs. But before we get started, like this video to help it reach 5K and subscribe to our channel. Welcome to Wonderbot Animals. Callie is a little dog who had a very rough start in life because she was abandoned when she was a puppy. Luckily, and this doesn't always happen for stray dogs, she found compassion in a kind stranger who picked her up and gave her a loving home. However, the damage was already done. The world is a rough place for defenseless creatures like puppies, so being abandoned exposes them to all kinds of risks, loneliness, and sadness. Unfortunately, Callie was traumatized by the time she spent on her own, and her emotional wounds ran deeper than her new owners thought. When Callie was brought to her new home, she was constantly afraid. When her new family approached her with smiles and open arms, she was understandably skeptical about it. Callie had once known a home and the warmth of human companionship. She had given her former owners the purest form of love, but they just didn't return the favor. They did their worst by leaving her tied to a fence without a second thought. Imagine little Callie, unable to escape or even look for food. All she could do was bark and cry, trying to get someone's attention. As you can imagine, the world was indifferent to this little puppy. A lot of people passed by, unaffected by her distress, until a kind-hearted stranger recognized her terror and offered a helping hand. As soon as he saw her, the man released Callie from her restraints and welcomed her into his life, opening the doors of his home, a place where she could finally feel safe. Her arrival marked a turning point in her tumultuous journey, one that would change her life forever. In her new home, it was evident that Callie's condition was dire. Weeks of neglect had left her weak, her body frail and emaciated. The family watched as she struggled to maintain her balance, her legs shaking as if she had forgotten how to stand on her own. Moved by compassion, they brought her a hearty plate of food, the aroma of which enticed her weary senses. They showered her with affection, offering gentle strokes and reassuring words to convince her that she was safe, that she was loved, and that she would never be abandoned again. Despite the warmth and care, the specter of her past abandonment continued to haunt Callie. She was exhausted, her eyes drooping with weariness, but she could not bring herself to close them. The fear of being deserted once more was an ever-present specter in her mind. She wandered through the house, searching for a place that could offer her solace, a sanctuary where she could lay her fears to rest. Her quest for security took her through each room, her eyes darting from one corner to another as she weighed the options. The family observed, their hearts heavy with empathy as Callie hesitated, unable to decide where she should rest. But then, in a heartwarming turn of events, Callie found her refuge, a source of solace that would melt the hearts of her new family. In one of the bedrooms, she spied a sight that seemed to beckon her closer. A baby nestled peacefully in a crib. The infant slept with the innocence and tranquility that only a child can possess. Callie, with her acute sensitivity to the energy in the room, recognized the tiny human as a source of comfort and safety. With gentle grace, Callie crept onto the bed, her soft paws barely making a sound as she moved closer to the sleeping infant. Her dark, soulful eyes never left the child's face. Carefully, she leaned in, her furry cheek brushing against the baby's head, mindful not to disturb the fragile slumber. In those few quiet moments, the bond between Callie and the baby began to form. The dog, once abandoned and forsaken, had found her sanctuary in the presence of a baby, the embodiment of innocence and purity. It was a deep moment of serenity as Callie's tired eyes finally fluttered closed, embracing the sleep she had longed for. The family watched in awe as this extraordinary connection unfolded before them. It was a testament to the remarkable resilience of animals and the capacity of the heart to heal and trust once more. They knew they had witnessed something truly special, something that would forever tie Callie to their hearts. The loving puppy next to the baby was a sight that no one could forget. The infant had unknowingly become a source of solace for the once broken dog, and in return, Callie had offered her newfound friend the warmth of her presence. The family recognized the importance of this bond and decided to capture the heartwarming scene on video so that they could revisit it whenever they wished. In the days that followed, Callie's life underwent a profound transformation. With her new family, she no longer had to suffer the cruel pangs of abandonment or endure the harsh streets. Instead, she basked in their unconditional love and care, a healing balm for her wounded soul. Her once timid spirit began to shine, and the memories of her torturous past slowly faded into the background. Callie shared her days with a loving family, a family that never missed an opportunity to remind her that she was cherished. They showered her with affection, nourishment, and play, and her heart responded with joy and a newfound sense of security. But the most profound and heartwarming aspect of Callie's new life was her bond with the baby. The child, unaware of the remarkable story that connected them, radiated a sense of calm that enveloped Callie and made her feel protected. Whenever the baby was awake, Callie was there, a loyal and watchful companion. Her devotion was most evident during the baby's nap times. As the baby settled into sleep, Callie would gently position herself beside the crib. With a sense of responsibility and tenderness that only dogs can muster, she would watch over the baby, ensuring that nothing would disturb her sleep. Callie's bond with the baby was built on trust, love, and a shared need for comfort and security. The baby, in turn, grew up with a loyal and gentle guardian, a furry friend who watched over them with unwavering devotion. Each day was a new chapter for these two, and their story of friendship and connection continues to this day. Callie's transformation serves as a reminder of the positive impact we can make in the life of a dog. If you ever see an animal in distress, do your best to help. Even if welcoming them into your home is not an option, indifference shouldn't be our default. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time with another amazing story.